Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about the final episode of Spy Family, at least until October, where I'm so happy we're getting more, even though we have to wait a few months until then. And this episode, yet again, delivers such a fun episode and also a bit of serious things, showing how many things at the same time Lloyd has to deal with, a very hard thing to achieve, not just in normal real life but also in anime life, especially for Lloyd with his work as a spy, his time as a family man, which is slowly becoming more and more. And that last scene in the episode just melted my heart. So let's get into this episode and talk about it. Now, at the beginning of the episode, it's kind of a bit of a recap of the current situation with Berlin, the capital, with Lloyd having meetings for his spy work, getting new mission on top of new mission, also remembering to himself why he's doing this. So, and especially that old lady that he was handing him a mission, thinking to herself, will peace ever come when the world doesn't need spies? And him throughout the episode thinking to himself why he chose this line of work, and we'll touch a bit more towards that at the end of the video. Now he keeps doing mission and mission after mission. We also see that he quit smoking since he's a family man right now. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have Yor and Anya spending time together, planning to eat outside. I like that Anya is also getting more used to both of her parents. She likes that Lloyd is a spy. Still not sure how exactly she feels about Yor's night activities, let's call them that, with her assassin work. She still gets that shocked and scared face every time Yor has a thought about her job, even when she was washing dishes and still thinking about the smell of the blood from a previous murder the other night. So yeah, we haven't really seen, now that I think about it, anything from Yor's work. We have seen a lot from Lloyd's spy work, new mission, especially this episode, his main missions, the entire plot of this series, but we haven't really seen anything from Yor's side of her assassin work, which I really hope in October we're gonna get to see more from her side, because Yor is such an amazing character. I can't wait to see her other side more. We only saw it in her introductory episode, if I remember correctly. Now, this is where we see the work-life balance or family life work balance, however you wanna call it, for Lloyd. He was very overworked. Even coming back home, he had to also deal with the family, take care of them, talk to them, especially with Anya. And this caused him some issue also with the neighbors, because rumors started spreading the way people do always. It happens in real life also, because he's never at home, never spends time with his family, which also is not a really good thing for him to get that reputation for his mission and instantly bursting in. Next weekend we're going out at the Aquarium, and it seems the light died in my room. We're gonna keep going like this. I'm feeling feeling it. I'm feeling really good about this discussion right here. Now he plans to go at the Aquarium. Anya instantly was up for it, liking it, but he also had more and more missions to deal with. I feel like they're really overworking him. Aren't there any other agents that can do this mission? They had so many personnel for that castle mission. Did they all quit after that? What's happening? Is he the only spy suddenly? He always on. He literally started looking like a zombie over there. Even the neighbors more and more curious. And I gotta say, Anya is the best wingman for a family. The way she prays that mother, father are good, like a robot there in front of them, everything is good for them. Anya, she's very literal sometimes, but again, she must be protected. Now, he actually went ahead and wanted to refuse a new mission from that old lady, but as fate would have it, like this quote is quite cliche. We knew was coming as soon as she mentioned that new mission. The mission is exactly at the aquarium, and even the old lady was, "Hey Twilight, your reputation precedes you. You already prepared for the mission. You knew ahead of time. You planned for this one to be for you to be at the aquarium." No, it's just a coincidence. No, I know you planned for it, but yeah, of course he did. He just wanted a day off. But now he has to take this mission because she kind of guilt tripped him into it with chemical weapons manufacturing process. He has to take a film that apparently is in a penguin. So he kind of really didn't have a choice to take that mission. But aquarium time starts. Anya was having the time of her life, enjoying everything, discovering new things, looking at everything. Meanwhile, Lloyd is a complete zombie. Yor was worried about him being overworked also. And of course, somehow those neighbors had to be there to inspect everything, make sure it's actual proper family time. Yor kind of played a bit too heavily into this role, their mission to appear more as a family, and actually invited the neighbors to tag along with them, much to the dismay of Lloyd. He can never get a win, especially in this episode. But now he has to find this penguin, get the film, and gets to this penguin park. And Anya was having the time of her life, liking everything, looking at the penguins, but there were 200 penguins, literally finding the needle in the penguin stack over here. Now, I liked it quite a lot that Anya more and more starts helping Lloyd, supporting him without him realizing. I think he probably senses there's something more with Anya. There's some of these looks he gave her quite a few times, especially last few episodes, and we see her giving her all that she had there, reading the minds of the penguin, going through each and every single one of them until she finds one of the penguins that was struggling with his throat, seemed to be sick, and points him out to Lloyd, knowing what he needed, but without him actually knowing that Anya also knows. Again, him being very overworked over there, he even uses his spy powers to disguise as the new recruit, stuffing the actual new recruit in one of the lockers. But hey, that guy came out as a winner, and we're gonna talk about that. He really went into the role, like method acting. I feel like Jared Leto would be jealous for this one, because he even remembered the names of all of the penguins, how they looked, their sizes, patterns, everything. Even the manager there got jealous. He wanted to haze a bit the new recruit, but it didn't really work because he knew more than than him. Now he had to get to that sick penguin. It was a bit hard because the other penguins also wanted to be fed and so on. He quickly took care of them, like easily. Would feel like a battle technique over there. Put them in order, and that smug walking straight to that sick penguin over there. He was being way too good at his job for a new recruit. A spy must never stand out unless you're a rock star at penguin feeding, I guess. Now, Pulse, if I remember the name of that sick penguin, wanted to take him to the treatment room to get the film in his throat, but things get a bit complicated where it was very obvious. Come on, that dog definitely looked suspicious coming in. Apparently he wanted to take the penguin to the treatment room himself. He had an ID there as a professor tasked with looking after the penguins, but Lloyd quickly figured it out that was a fake ID, and he had to make a choice, either chase after that dude or stay with the penguin. And he chose to stay with the penguin to get the film. Now again, Anya jumps in. I feel like she's always there supporting Lloyd as much as possible, as much as she can, for her being a kid, but she's sometimes more than a kid. We saw it last episode quite a lot with without hesitation jumping in to save that other kid from drowning. Thankfully, Lloyd was there to save both of them. Even in this case, she again had a brilliant plan, seeing everything. She rushed over and clung to that weirdo, still screaming, "Hey, I'm kidnapped, I'm kidnapped," even though she was the one clinging to him. And she knew what she was doing, because you have Terminator Yor coming in and roundhouse kicked that dude straight into the ceiling, overdid it a bit, even in her own words. So everything works out. He gets the film, he even gets that weirdo to interrogate him, thanks to both Anya and Yor. So they're a family supporting each other without actually realizing how much they're supporting each other. I really can't wait. This is the moment. I feel like I have moments like this, or things I wish for a lot of series. We had it with Shield Hero, with Glass, and that. And for me in Spy Family, the moment I want the most is for everything to be on the table, for all of them to know about each other and choose to actually be a family, stay in and support Anya. Hopefully we're gonna get to that moment, but just makes me super excited when we see them supporting each other without even knowing it, except Anya. Anya knows everything. You can never deceive Anya. Now neighbors still come in, still being suspicious of him. He played it perfectly, brought in a large plushie, being humble there. He wins them over quite easily, and I feel like he was speaking a bit from the heart, but he was still very tired at the same time. And this was my favorite moment from the episode. Right after that scene with the neighbors, he says, "After all of this, I want a break from." He looks over, and you see Anya, you're the most wholesome, happiest moment we've seen. Both of them together, Anya hugging that penguin plushie, you're being all over her, supporting her, being there for her. And it kind of melted his heart also in that moment, and he gets a second wind, a new determination to keep pushing forward for a world of peace where kids are never going to cry. And I feel like that's also part of his motivation as to why he decided to become a spy. We still had that one scene from back in episode 1 with him being in the middle of a war zone without any context, which I'm still very curious about. His history, Yor's histories, Anya's history. We still have a lot of questions about their backgrounds beside the surface level we just know from now. But that moment was just so awesome, and I can't wait for October. But this was pretty much the Lloyd focused part of the episode, the family thing with him, his work-life balance, so to say. But the biggest winner from this episode had to be that new recruit. Suddenly he became the chief without even knowing what happened after he had a nap in his locker. But this is where Anya time starts, with her at home role playing in her room with her plushie, the Chimera one, the new one he has now, the penguins, introducing them to the spy agency, recruiting them in, having a ritual of sorts, splitting peanuts, and of course eating the peanuts herself. She was so sneaky. The faces again she had in this episode. Having a tour guide for the penguin, the new member of the agency, showing him the TV. This is where we got an intelligence translation, where we watch cartoons. This is the training room where we do homework as for translation. This is Agent Father. She's very good, but this is Agent Mother. She's very strong but bad at everything. Poor Yor, she can never. She's not good at cooking, but she's strong. Poor Yor. I love you, Yor, but Anya is correct. Now this is where the dangerous mission starts for Anya. The face, the seriousness in that scene, I liked it quite. They know how to put her in so many good scenes, positions. They have done an amazing job with the series so far, and the characters are just awesome. Now, the secret mission was father and mother's room. She wanted to go in there, being very dangerous, but before she could actually go in, getting ready to do it, this is where we have Lloyd. He actually snapped a bit at her, scaring her, and she started crying. Granted, they both had very good reasons. He was scared about his gadgets exploding, everything he had there. Yoro was also keeping her assassin tools there, but he kind of snapped a bit at her. Even he felt guilty after that moment, both being worried about her. And this is where Anya started crying, saying, I hate both of you, I'm going to run away. And this kind of broke the family a bit, so to say, and Lloyd has to make up for it and uses the penguins, pretending to be the penguin, you're pretending to be the robot, and they start playing along with Anya's roleplay. And at that moment she knew she won, because a new mission came in for the agency. Somebody took over the local snack store and they have to go and get it back. And they actually go through it, the mission, even outside, everybody looking at them. Lloyd was very flustered. A spy must never stand out except for his daughter. And they succeed in the mission, and Anya gets the peanuts, and the Forger family is safe. But yeah, overall, again, an amazing episode. It felt a bit as a goodbye, but at least we know it's not forever until October. But I can't wait. I just wish we had more Spy Family. This series has won me over since the first episode. It's 100% gonna be in my top 10 video series of 2022. I don't know which spot yet, but probably way on top. Overall, an amazing episode, awesome series, can't wait for more. I'm curious what you guys thought about the series. If you're anime only, especially, let me know down in the comments. And you guys that have read the source material, how do you feel so far about the adaptation? Have they done it justice? Have they done it even better than your expectations? Let me know down in the comments below, and just give me more Spy Family. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So we're gonna have to wait until October, but been a fun time with Spy Family. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.